Hi, I'm Ian McKinnon, and the year 2000, thereabouts, I produced a piece of music called McKinnon's Brook Suite. This was a collaboration with a composer from the Halifax area here by the name of Scott McMillan. The idea was a Celtic symphonic suite which would collaborate with Symphony Nova Scotia. We produced a recording with the orchestra, and we were able to generate some interest from the CBC at the national level to produce a television show around the suite. McKinnon's Brook Suite, as you'll see in a moment, is the story of my people who arrived in Cape Breton in the 1800s. Some of the people involved in the television production, which we're going to be looking at tonight, were Jack Kellum. The late Jack Kellum passed away just a couple of weeks ago. He was executive producer and really drove the project for the CBC. Also Ted Regan, who was the director, and I should mention David Greenberg was the other soloist. I'm soloist on Highland Bagpipe and Tin Whistle, but David Greenberg did the Cape Breton fiddle solo work on the whole project. When the Halifax Celtic Festival approached me about presenting McKinnon's Brook Suite, the television show, I thought it would be interesting now, 20 years later, to look at the suite, what we put together for the television show, but to bring a historian's eye into the project. And to do that, I recruited my new friend, Dr. Carly Kehoe. Carly grew up in Margaree Forks in Cape Breton, but has lived, studied, and worked in Ontario, in Britain, and the US. Carly lectures in history at St. Mary's University here in Halifax, where she is Canada Research Chair in Atlantic Canada Communities. So Carly, the idea behind this gathering here today, what I'd hoped would be a discussion that we could have after each of the 5 movements to provide some historical context to the story that's depicted in McKinnon's Brook Suite. So you're game?
Game.
Good.
Great.
Okay. Well, with that, we'll start with my narrated introduction of McKinnon's Brook Suite, and then head straight into the first movement, which is the voyage.